Hey everyone, welcome back to another LightWork training video. In this video we're going to talk about lighting sensors, the different types of lighting sensors, and also how to add them onto your floor plan so that you meet the standard under the scheme. So what we're going to do is go into job list first, and then I'll just go to my favourite job, a belly full of lollies, open that up, and now under spaces you can see here we've got a car park. So I'm going to enter the car park, and you can see there's an entry ramp, some lights that we're changing. All of those are A, which if I click on the technology, you can see A is a T8 36 watt, and they're twin tubes because there's a 2 in front of it. And then after, it's going to a chameleon. And the chameleon has an occupancy sensor. So if I press and hold this technology on the left, it gives you an option to edit, and it will pop up with all the details of the light. And then what you can do down here is you can see your control systems. So you've got a bunch of different options. So you can do daylight link control, manual dimming, occupancy sensor, and so on. And then there's an option for another sensor. Maybe you have daylight link control, daylight harvesting, and you can click OK. Now, depending what scheme you're working under, there's a few different options for your occupancy sensor. So I'm currently treating this one as a Victorian job, but I can change that. So I'll just save this job, and then I'll head back out and go into job details in the top left here, and then I can change that to New South Wales. It becomes a New South Wales job. Go back into the spaces, car park, and now if I choose the lights again and go to after, the chameleon comes back up, and if I hit edit, now you can see there's a few more options in New South Wales. So you got the traditional car park, the traditional occupancy sensor up the top here, which is what we've selected. What you can actually do is you can go down here to occupancy sensor number 2, and this allows low power mode. So if you hit that one, it actually adds a new field here which says LCP low power. So what I might do is here we have an approved wattage of 43, so that's full power, and let's say the low power was 12 watts. You can punch that in there and hit OK, and that'll take into consideration the high and low power modes of your light, and that's only for New South Wales. Then what you need to do to show on the floor plan, that you have inbuilt sensors is you can go back out of the tech, and this button here, just in the middle here, that looks like the power button for your TV. If you click that one and then just click on the floor plan somewhere, it will says select the control equipment. So I've obviously said that these lights have occupancy sensor, so I'll click it, and you can see it's actually come up occupancy sensor car park. You can only use that type of occupancy sensor in a car park, that's why it's come up. So I can move that around wherever I want. Now, occupancy sensors in New South Wales are only allowed to have a maximum of 6 lights on their circuit, but that's okay because these lights have inbuilt in each fitting. So what I'm then going to do is just put a text box and say each fitting has an inbuilt occupancy sensor. There you go. So that's just a little note for the auditor when they go to site. They know that each fitting has an inbuilt sensor. If that wasn't the case, and let's say we had an occupancy sensor that was just put off to the side here, the maximum number of fittings you can have on a sensor in New South Wales is 6, and the way you can show that is by using this button here on the side, and then that basically allows you to select which lights that occupancy sensor controls. So maximum of 6, so we might, at the moment we're saying this occupancy sensor controls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And you can add another occupancy sensor if you need. Click here, occupancy sensor, and say there's another one for this row. And then you can say this occupancy sensor is controlling 6 lights, and so on and so forth. But a lot of the fitting these days are having inbuilt sensors, so you don't need to do that. Also, all of this that you're entering into LightWork in the spaces, once you save it, it will all come through to the forms as well. So if you go into forms and evidence pack section 2 for New South Wales. You can actually scroll along and you can see that it's already put that in there. Daylight link control in the 2 other spaces, but in the car park here I've got the occupancy sensor that I've added in. So I hope this was valuable to you. Please give me a call directly or email us if you have any questions. Thank you.